Wakey, wakey. I can't, Nita. I tried. I was a good girl. I went down, I went to bed. I was yawning. I put my blankie up and I woke up. I can't go to sleep. I'm so tired. I tried. I'm rotten, aren't I? I can't help it. Hey, Tommy. Nothing's up. I just can't sleep. I was thinking about something, though. You know, hey, Michael. There's 3 people so far that I've talked to that are taking the wild lettuce. And if you're taking any other pain medicine with the wild lettuce, be really, really careful. Wild lettuce is really strong. And so far, a couple of people have had not bad interactions, but like they feel like they're overdosed. So you really got to be careful with that stuff. I mean, it's natural, but it's really strong. And I guess if you're taking nothing else, you know, it'll work. But the one guy I was talking to he was, I guess he was given tramadol for neck surgery that he had. And he was weaning off the tramadol. He was only taking 2 a day. But someone talked him into taking the CBD oil. So he started taking that. And then when I mentioned the wild lettuce, he bought some of that. And he took them together. And he said he felt like someone hit him with a Mack truck. He said he was dizzy and felt wasted. And he said although he might have liked that back in the day, it it really didn't help him, you know, when he was laying there because he just couldn't function. So it's really too strong. You're gonna have to be careful. No, hi Asher. Hi everyone. Hi Wonder Pup. No, it's not a withdrawal. If you're gonna get off the other medicine, that's one thing, but I wouldn't take them all together. And like I said, his was tramadol. If you're taking some other kind of pain med, be really, really careful. Hi, Casey. You know, there's not enough people on here tonight for me to thank absolutely everybody, but you have no idea what your prayers, your comments, your gifts, and your love has done for me. I've never experienced anything like this in my life, and it really kind of threw me. It certainly is humbling, I'll tell you that. Ooh, 8-month-old's got a fever? From what, Rosa? Yeah, these all work synergistically, though, and so you get that, you know, that drugged out feeling. And love you guts. What do you mean love you guts? And what do you mean bye? Where are you going, Matt? Oh, poor baby. Well, don't do the belladonna like people tell you to, because I think belladonna is dangerous for babies. A lot of people swear by it, but I wouldn't try it. I never tried it on mine. Asher loves... What do you mean? You're talking about Matt loves guys? He loves us guys, but where are you going? That's Aussie talk? Oh, okay. Anyways, thank you guys all very much from the bottom of my heart. And not the bottom of my heart, I take that back. From the entirety of my heart. it felt so good to go to the store, and my husband is just like in shock. But the grandkids are very happy. They went to school very happy. We never had whiskey, when I was raising. I didn't have whiskey when I was raising my grandkids, and I didn't use frozen, but you were right. I used cold rags, but what I did differently is I put a drop of clove oil on my cold rags. I'd put them in the freezer just for a few seconds, but it works wonders. The teething ring, yeah. Oh my gosh, those things are awesome. They had really hard teething rings when I was raising my kids. They have new ones out today that work better. They don't freeze. They're gel. But Ambisol can even burn a baby's gums. Hi, Mike. For everybody new that came in, there's so many to mention that has helped me. I'm humbled. I'm seriously humbled. Yeah, give your kids some homemade popsicles. The only problem with doing the frozen stuff, honestly, is after the freeze is gone, because the teething is still going on, it throbs, and that can cause babies to cry more. Put some lavender drops in their room, give them a lavender soap bath, get them calm. And then cool rags, like I said, with maybe one drop of clove oil, and that'll numb. It'll numb without burning. And all you do is get a cool, just get like a bowl of cold water, and put the rag in a clean rag in the cold water, and drop one drop of clove in it, swish it around, squeeze it out, and let the baby suck on it. And it won't do the baby any harm by swallowing it, but it will numb their mouth. I wonder how long the whiskey would last, though. I've never heard of green onions on their gums. I'll have to look up on that. I'm just a serious advocate for the clove oil, and that stuff works wonders. I gave a girl some tonight that had a toothache at work. No tooths. Oh, thank you, Nita. And thank you, everybody. Sincerely, thank you. That was a very rough... Oh, I don't want to get into it. I want to be happy tonight. I'm happy. I'm blessed. I love you guys. I didn't realize... I read some of those comments that you made, and it just made me cry all over again. Like I said, I'm not a crier, but they were so heartfelt. They were beautiful. They were absolutely beautiful. And that's the stuff that I do with other people. I never expected it to come back to me. Hi, Michael. Yeah, like I said, I've never tried the whiskey. I don't know anything about it. I've heard of it, and I'm sure my mom used it on us kids when we were little. So, hi, Mel. But I'd like everyone to say a prayer for J-Lo tonight. J. Losi. I think I'm saying her name right. Unspoken prayer, but she could really use our prayer. Yeah, it's one thing, Casey, if you say it, because I really believe it, but you don't, it's always a shock when it comes back. I mean, you can throw out there, practice what you preach and you reap what you sow, but when you're trying to help other people through hard times, and your heart is 100% into them and you don't even think about your own problems. And then when something bad happens, you just don't think about asking all those people. It just didn't enter my mind. In that video I did, I just couldn't help myself. I just fell apart. Hi, Claire. I see you joined our nut group. Thank you, everybody. I can't say thank you enough. And thank you doesn't even sound like a right word. I don't know if we'll get any activity out here tonight, but I just couldn't sleep. And my husband said, "Is you going upstairs?" And I said, "Yep." He said, "Okay." Oh, yeah, baby's going through teething is so bad. Hi, you're an owl. Yeah. Like I said, I've heard a lot of people say it, but I've never experienced it. You gotta remember, I was raised with a very broken family, so that just didn't make any sense. I know what I want in family, I know what I want in friends, but I've just never experienced it. So I hope you guys all understand that, what an impact you made on my life. Yeah, not cynical, Casey. I just never expected it. I mean, you got to look at the type of person I am too. I'm a big girl. I've taken care of myself for years. Something goes bad, I just fix it. I can see God through my life, all my life, and I know He's always been helping me out and guiding me and stuff. But I just go about my business. You just, I'm one of those type of people that you can't keep down for very long. But I'm human, and it just, you guys seriously just knocked me for a loop. I just never expected it. I really didn't. I knew I'd get prayers, and I love prayers, because I pray a lot. Listen to all that. You hearing the owls? See, they're having a conversation tonight, too. They can't sleep either. No, those are owls. And don't give me grief if my stomach grumbles tonight because I got home too late to eat. I can't eat at 10 o'clock at night. So, um, I have a couple small pieces of ham that I brought up with me so I can eat so my stomach wouldn't rumble. But I can't eat that late when I get home from work. Hi, Cher. Thank you very much. I appreciate everything. I think everybody's gonna understand that because we all kind of like-minded. But you know what slayed me the most out of the donations that came my way? Somebody sent me, what was it? $5.45. That came from the heart. That came from the heart. I mean, I know everybody's did, but it just, like the widow's mite. I just smiled. I was like, oh my gosh, someone sent me $5.45. They wanted to do something. That just tells you about people. In such a cruel world, we've got a lot of really good-hearted people. And I pray it comes back to everybody. Now let's just get these scrubs made out there so I can start feeding some children around here. Yeah, there's a lot of loving people out there, and everybody broadcasts all the cruelty in the world and the meanness and the fighting and the dissension between people. But look at this. I am living proof that there's no, the scrubs aren't up. I still can't find the material for them, guys. I need to find the material. Once the material's up, I know I can sell them. You know, I've had so many people ask me so far. Now, I can't create the website because I don't have the material to make the scrubs. I have my version of the scrubs made, but I need a better material. They were just too heavy, too hot. Everybody loved them. I mean, I tried them out on a lot of people. They loved how they fit. They loved how they looked, but they were just too hot and too heavy. And at that cost, because of that kind of material, I'd have to charge like $60 a shirt. I can't do that. I just can't do that. I want people to be able to afford them. So I know it sounds bad in a way, but if I could just find the right material, and I've been trying to get it here in the United States, not overseas. You know, I didn't want to have to go to China. But I can't find it here in the States. Nobody has that material here, and they all have to buy overseas. Well, I'm not a large enough company because I've never sold any of my scrubs. I have to buy that material overseas, and I'm not big enough. The minimum is 500 yards. I don't have that money sitting in the bank to buy 500 yards. I've got people that'll make them, you know. I've had everything done. I've had the pattern made. Everything's ready, just lacking the material. I even have a video done. You know, I wish I could put a link to my video down there so you guys could see it. It's pretty good. I mean, it's generic, but it's all I could afford. But the people that wore it absolutely loved. These were great. You didn't scare me, Barry. How much a yard? Well, it depends on the material, but the stuff that I'm looking for, it's, what does it end up being? I think it's something like $3.78 a yard. But once they do that, once you buy the 500 yards, now the minute, I mean, when you go to, when I have the material, now I have to pay, and the minimum is 300 scrubs. And so you pay for the 500 yards and then the 300 scrubs, and you're looking at a lot more money than I have. So what I've been trying to do is trying to find a company that already makes scrubs or t-shirts and asking them if they wanted to go into business with me and make them because they already have all the contacts. I can't even get anybody to talk to me. I've already been there. I've been to every single place in the United States and abroad, and the only place, Casey, the only place that I can get it is Alibaba overseas. Yeah, but it's not the right weight. I have to have the right weight material. Yeah, I know, right? Trust me, I've been doing this for 7 years. I have gone through all kinds of people, all kinds of places. You can't, I don't want to do that, Belle, and the reason I don't want to, hi Ramona, and the reason I don't want to do a Kickstarter that way and have them pre-order is because if I don't get enough pre-orders to even pay for the material, then I won't have enough money to pay to have them made, and you have to pay to have them made up front. No, Claire, Shark Tank wants you to already have orders. And Shark Tank is the one that actually sent me to idea buyers who ripped me off for $17,000. Baxter Plant? What do they make, Wonder Pup? Yeah, I need investors. I need investors that understand this market, but I also need investors that are... See, that's what I thought Bob was going to do, but he got so caught up and they took my $17,000, Ramona, and promised me that they were going to take me public and then take me to Shark Tank, and they just took my money. In 2 years, they didn't make the... I made my own prototype, okay? I looked for material. They didn't even do my patent pending. The only thing I got from idea buyers was a trademark. Well, I looked into that with my attorney because I have a really good attorney, and she said 1,500 people that attempted to sue them never got a dime. They have very good attorneys. Their job is to pull your idea in, and what sells with idea buyers and actually does make it is mechanical. They don't do clothes. Well, that's fine to split the costs, but you still have to come up with that money. If I asked you guys in tears for food, how am I going to come up with money to buy that? Hospital drapes? If they make scrubs, it's one thing, but those people I need to go sit down with, and they have to sign an agreement, a non-disclosure, so they don't turn around and take my idea from me. But you know what? Here's the deal. If I was to, what was that? What kind of fabric? All right, hold on. Let me go back. The kind of fabric is a combination of cotton, polyester, and rayon, and then the other part of it is a spandex. GoFundMe. I'm not. There's no way. And as far as the total investment, I have no idea, because if it's just for a minimum of 300 for so I have to figure out the 500 yards, and then the cost of the shipping here, and then the amount that they're going to charge me to have them made, and I have to tell them how many of each size. So from that point, I can go ahead and put them on my website, but then I got to get my website out. I mean, my website, not a big deal, because the guy that is just waiting for me, it's $695 for him to finish my website, because I already spent almost $3,000 on it. GoFundMe, take too much money. I don't know anything about GoFundMe. All I know is that there's quite a few people, including Kevin, who tried the GoFundMe, that got nothing. Well, it's anywhere. It might be 19, for the material alone, but then now you got to pay the shipping. Hi, Martha. Then you got to pay the shipping. So, because I can't tell them, because number one, here's the other deal. When I asked for them to send me samples, they won't send you samples in Alibaba. I have to find somebody here that can show me the samples for me to say, yes, that's what I want, and then for them to turn around and order it. I did go to bed, but I couldn't go to sleep. Trust me, I tried. And when I got up, my husband said, where are you going? And I said, I can't sleep. And he goes, well, I can't either. So now he's up too. I'm exhausted. That guy tonight that I picked up about did me in. I thought he was going to tear my head off. Boy, he was 6'4" or 200 pounds. He had a hold of my thumb and my arm, and I thought he was going to break them, but I got pretty strong bones. I'm kind of sick, Ramona. Hi, Sandy D. Everybody new that comes in. And for those that are lurking that don't ever say anything, I know who you are. Thank you very much. I appreciate it more than you'll ever know. I don't have the words, and thank you just doesn't seem enough. Stomach ache and low-grade fever. Every person within the sound of my voice needs to have two things in their arsenal. One is chewable acidophilus. You need chewable acidophilus in your house at all times. Two, you need garlic. Hi, Cajun. Yep. Acidophilus, it's a probiotic that actually destroys stomach viruses and stuff like that. You don't want to stop it. You don't want to take something to stop yourself from throwing up. Well, you might use fresh garlic and everything, but fresh garlic, a lot of people can't handle it. So if you go to Walmart, they have these little teeny tiny pills. They're little gel caps. They work great. I take a handful like 2 or 3 times a day, and it kicks it. But hold on, I'm listening. Elderberry is good too, but not everybody can use. I'm allergic to elderberry, and diatomaceous is great too. And so is activated charcoal. But activated charcoal, I give people that have had food poisoning. It will bind to that stuff and get rid of it, so that way you're not. It goes out the opposite end instead of you vomiting all the time. And it won't go into your bloodstream. It'll actually grab hold of it. Oh, I like salts, yeah. Not everybody can take all this stuff, There's a lot of good stuff going on out there. But guys, you need to be just as careful with the natural stuff as you do with the pharmaceutical stuff, especially if you're taking pharmaceutical with it. So just do me a favor, and if you're going to do something like that, if you have a question about that, get with me personally and let's go over what you're taking so I can tell you which one that maybe you can take 4 hours later that's not going to interact with it. Or maybe, a day later or something like that. Hey, Brown, how are you? What was that? What was that noise? Yeah, because the holistic treatment, you're actually being healed. They're not covering up the problem. They're not masking the problem with a drug. You're actually going to the source of the problem. No, I don't think they're throwing rocks at the truck, but it sounded like they could have hit the basketball. poop. See, what was that? That was a grunt. Did you guys hear that? Are you going to talk to me? Hello? Who was here the other night when I saw it? Oh my goodness. Oh yes, Ramona, absolutely. Guys, that thing was gray-chested. It stepped out from behind the tree and stepped back. And I got someone sent me some pictures and I was like, holy Lord in heaven. From here, I really couldn't tell you. I would totally have to guesstimate, how big he was, but he was gray-chested. And let me tell you, I had to move my head because I thought it was the leaf. I really thought it was the leaf, but it wasn't. He stepped out. Oh yeah, I can help with failed adrenal. I can help with kidney. I can help with gallbladder. Don't get your gallbladder taken out. Talk to me first. They love stents in your heart and gallbladder surgery, and that's ridiculous because you don't need either one if you do it right. I'm going to move this over in the event he shows up again. Take you all the way in the corner. Oops, sorry. I didn't do anything, Cher. The one that night that we started talking about the food. A couple nights ago. But I didn't do anything. Coyotes. It's a shame they took your gallbladder out. Yeah, clear. It's a long process. You can talk to a couple other people that I'm talking to right now that I'm working with, but it's a long process. But let me tell you. Oh, no, Mike. Absolutely not. This isn't even considered close. My first close sighting was a foot and a half away from my face. So this is nothing. Breathing problems. Oh, geez, I got a lot of them. Okay, let's see. Cordalis is good for breathing. Yeah, I think it's a footsteps one. Eucalyptus. That's it, Feisty, you're right. There are tons of things out there for lungs. I use peroxide and eucalyptus and thyme oil drops in a vaporizer at night, every night for my husband for his asthma. He has not had an asthma attack in a long, long time. He's not using his oxygen anymore. Did I tell you guys that? He's off his oxygen too. I was thinking that maybe it knew that I was getting ready to cry, I cannot believe he showed himself. I was in utter shock. I mean, that tree is probably about 40, between 45, 50 feet away from my window here. And when I was staring and trying to talk to you guys, I saw something move, and I mean literally move. Yes, Cajun, it helps with COPD. And then I thought, it was just leaves until it stepped out actually away from the tree. When it stepped out away from the tree, it made sure I saw it and then stepped back behind the tree, and I was like, oh my Lord. I was trying so hard to see if you guys could see it, but Christy actually sent me a picture, and it looks like she could see a face, but she said it was by the light, and I don't. I don't think it was by the light, and I think she caught something else. I don't know what she caught, but it clearly looked like a face. Yeah, marshmallow is another one. I use marshmallow in my husband's pills, and mullein, and fenugreek tea. There's tons of things you guys can take for COPD. There's tons of stuff you can take for cancer. There's tons of things you can take for gallbladder, for liver, for kidneys, for skin. My goodness, guys. But we'll do another med chat here pretty soon. I got to get things in order. Right, exactly. It was to the right of the light. Exactly. And it just stood right out there, right past the tree. And I was like, oh my God, I could not believe it just did that. Why do you want to put why do you want to put Sammy in my front yard? Drink the fenugreek tea, but mix the fenugreek tea with peppermint. The peppermint is also good for your lungs. And you mix the fenugreek with the peppermint, and it's not too bad. It's oily, but I add my honey to it and my peppermint tea, and it's okay. I can sip it when I don't feel good, like when I have a respiratory infection, which I don't get very often. In fact, it's been a while since I've had a respiratory infection. Everybody here got sick, and it was the first time in years that this family got really sick. We got 4 kids in 4 different schools bringing home stuff, and then my daughter-in-law works at a restaurant, and they're horrible. The only... Yeah, I'll have to go downstairs and get the book, because I don't remember. I never read the names of the books. I just read them, and if I like them, I keep them. So I'll have to go down and find it, but... Yeah, there are quite a few books on homeopathic remedies, naturopathic and homeopathic, and Ayurvedic remedies. But here's the deal. Like I said, there's an issue with people that go in there, they read the books, they find something, they try it. If it doesn't work on them, they think it doesn't work. But the real truth about it is you might not be taking a quarter of what you need to take, or you need to be taking it more often or even less often. Okay? So, who can afford that, Brown? That stuff's expensive. I make my own. Hi, Chef. I make my own oregano oil. I try to make a lot of my own stuff to begin with. Like I said, hold on, I'm trying to listen. I hear something. Hold on. Oh yeah, let me tell you, mullein grows everywhere. You dry it out and make tea out of it, and it works great. They smoke mullein too, but I wouldn't suggest it very often. Oop, something just got thrown. What you doing? What are you throwing stuff for? Did you hear that? It rolled off the roof onto the floor, onto the ground. Did you guys hear that? Yeah, right next to me. The roof is right next to me. They threw the pebble on the roof and it rolled off onto the ground. Yeah, I have an apothecary downstairs in my kitchen. Hello. Come on, babies. You want to come talk to me? Huh? Well, There's a lot of things that you can make. You get yourself some 80 proof vodka and you buy some of the herbs. I like Mountain Rose herbs. You can get some of their herbs. Pour the herbs into a jar, a canning jar. Cover it. You have to buy those weights. I always buy the weights. Yeah, I like mushrooms too, Brown. Diatomaceous earth, let me tell you, Rachel, be careful with it. All you gotta do, don't start out with spoonfuls. Don't ever start out with spoonfuls of anything. Yeah, you gotta be very careful, Claire. When you're gonna do the diatomaceous earth, you have to drink a lot of water, and I mean a lot of water. So I always take the pH balanced water like Core or Fiji. But what you do is you stick your finger in it, and you don't grab any in your finger. You just stick your finger in it like you're going to, and then rub it off into your tea or whatever you're going to drink, because you got to start out really small. Diatomaceous earth is going to bind to toxins. If you use too much of it, you're going to go through the Herx, process, which means your body's going to over-tox and you're going to get sick. This is where, like I said, this is not an easy process, guy. Alkaline water is pH balanced water, and that's what I call Core or Fiji. Yeah, I use grain, and I also use extra virgin olive oil. But I love Mountain Rose herbs. You guys should see my cupboard. You would laugh. Now I buy the cayenne, mix it with the black pepper, and I make my own veggie caps. Yeah, Core's my favorite too. And they were tested. Evian water, some of the other pH balanced water, some of the fruited waters that they say are pH balanced, and Core and Fiji were out of 8, one of the only 2 that actually had that much pH alkalinity in it. I buy mine on Amazon. You have to make sure they're veggie caps, though. Don't think Dee's seen what did you ask, Wonder? I probably missed it, hon. Look at how fast this thing is going. No. Cher, I've only smelled that smell twice, and not here, but on the property, and both times it was because there was a male around, so. No smell. I think when they smell like that, unless they're skunk apes, I think when they smell like that, it's either testosterone or, it's some kind of warning, but I've never had that. Yeah, I have a far infrared sauna for sale if someone wants to buy it. It is made out of cedar. It is an expensive one, and it is. I'm gonna start selling stuff like that my husband won't use anymore. I love the sauna. The one we bought, I paid $4,200 for. I'm gonna sell it for $2,000. It's a 2-seater made out of cedar. It's beautiful. It's brand new, and it is the best. It goes to 140 degrees. It is nice. Yeah, you said that. Let go. I'm gonna try that. Along with some of my African art that I'm gonna get rid of. Pretty expensive stuff. I'm gonna put that on Let Go too. I haven't even done that yet, but I worked all day today, so I'm off tomorrow. I was supposed to work tomorrow, but they told me I couldn't. Aw. Hi, Omega. We're just chatting because I can't sleep. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to sell as... Well, honestly, no, Mike, I'm not trying to do that. Honestly, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to sell the stuff that we're not going to use if we end up in the RV. Things are that bad. I didn't give you guys all the details because the food was the most important thing, but my biggest thing is trying to sell the bigger stuff so we can get the bills paid. I have a 6-month window here, and then I'm hoping that we can move into the RV, because I'm gonna let the house go. I can't afford to keep up the house, and we can't afford to fix it to sell it, and it doesn't sell around here. And I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna tell the new buyers that there's nothing wrong, and that's one of the reasons that we bought it, because no one told us it had foundation issues because of Fort Chaffee. I can't do that. And because they're selling houses for $55 a square down the street, mine ends up somewhere around 72. I'll never sell this house that way unless God intervenes. So my husband and I decided 6 months we'll get rid of everything we can possibly get rid of to keep our bills paid until that 6 months. And then if I'm working long enough and his disability comes in, then we will just walk away from the house. I hate to do it, but we'll walk away from the house and we'll move into the RV, but not up on the property because I can't afford to live there. We'll end up in a trailer park. But that's okay. We can handle that. Oh, I don't drink cough syrup. Yuck. Warm tea, eucalyptus, lemon, honey. My house has been up for sale for 5 years. We've never even had one person look. Every house on that brand new subdivision has sold. Some of them twice. You can't do a short sale on this house. It just needs too much work. I don't know. It's out there. So the people that had it listed at twice or 3 times in this 5 years, they work with the military. It's got to be it's got to be the right person, someone with a big family with children, because we built that great big tree house in the back that looks just like the house. I mean, windows, door, jeez. Can you do it with my company? Oh no, hon, my company's not actually a company yet. I mean, all I did was make the scrubs and do all the legwork. I have not, I made the prototype and did all the legwork, got the pattern made and stuff like that. I just don't have the material to make them in bulk, and they want a minimum of 300. If I can't afford food, I certainly can't afford to make the scrubs. Not making a mortgage company? No. No. My husband just refinanced for 60 years because they told us they would take anywhere from $300 to $900 off the mortgage if he did it that way, and they took off $200. So we're in really no better shape than we were. $200, it's still his Social Security won't pay for the mortgage and the utilities. So we're just in a bad spot, and like I said, it happened overnight. Just almost overnight. Within a month, everything just crashed. So he's going to turn in his car. We have his car and we have my truck. I'm not turning in my truck because I need it for the RV, because I think we're going to be living in the RV. And we'll have to go to a trailer park because we can't afford to go to the property because there's no water and electricity. If we go to a trailer park, at least we'll have water and electricity. Yes, Cajun, it's happening everywhere. And a lot of people here have helped me tremendously, but my main concern was my grandkids eating. So you can sell all the cats. Yeah, he's got a for sale sign on the car. It's a hybrid too, so I think that he'll be able to sell it pretty quick, but oh, cool, Mega. We're trying to not let anything go back, Ramona, but we gotta pick our battles here. You know, we gotta fit now. Oh, Brown, you have to play the lottery or Powerball in order to win it. We don't spend that kind of money. We might not have a choice, Ramona. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I'm sorry, Cajun, that you're hearing all this, because I have never told people my life story, but yeah, we bought this house when my husband and I were making good money and our kids were all home, and now everything just fell apart. It's awesome, Omega. I love Claudia. She's awesome. Trust me, guys, when I tell you this, I'm a pretty smart cookie when it comes to this stuff, and I've lived on both sides. But I will do everything possible to make sure, because I don't care about things, just so you know. I don't care about things. I could live in a shoebox with my husband, and as long as my grandkids have a place to live and they're eating, I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. I have no problem giving up everything I have. Nothing. I have no problem giving up everything. It's just, welcome back, Matt. It's just losing it and ending up on the streets. That's a whole different ball game for 4 grandkids and an ailing, sick husband. I'm an aging, sick husband. So that's where I'm at. One thing at a time, one day at a time. We're taking care of the food right now, thanks to all you, beautiful friends and family. And the rest of it will take one day at a time. Like I said, I'm going to start selling stuff. Getting rid of every single thing we can possibly get rid of. Oops. Somebody just came through next door. Exactly. I can't grow any food. Yeah, like I said, I have no problem moving into an RV park. Absolutely none, as long as my kids and grandkids don't end up on the street, because they can't move in with us. That RV's not big enough for all of us. It's got to be planned. It's got to be done right. There's not even any emergency housing here for a family of 6. There's none. They want to separate the kids. I just can't let it happen. I'm giving myself 6 months to get this stuff organized and reorganized to see if I can't put us where we need to be. Lord willing, things will fall into place so we're able to do that one thing at a time. We're in Arkansas. I've already been to the food banks, Claire, and we've applied for food stamps. And I talked to my husband about I was talking to Martha, and we were talking about my husband going down, and he did go down and apply. And here's what the issue was. The issue about him applying, to get that medical benefit from the military I guess when he got out of the military, he had signed something saying no medical. It's not, that's right, Casey. There's not as much help out there as people think there are. Because we have been to food banks and churches and stuff, and the line is, 2 days long. By the time you get in there, which is not an excuse, we've still done it, and we've done it. Trust me, we've done it. But we can get out there and stand in line for 4 hours and get one bag of groceries that might feed my 16-year-old grandson, I mean, he's 6 foot. He's a growing boy. And I'm not talking about so they're full. I'm talking about so they're not hungry. Does that make sense? There's no place to fish around here. And it's $45 for a fishing license. Money I won't spend. The closest place to fish is the Arkansas River, which I wouldn't trust that with a 10-foot pole. Where do you think all the homeless down under the bridge go pee? But if we didn't have a hole someplace in the water tank, the water line, but they said we had a hole in the water line out to in the yard someplace, but we're on 4 acres, and they'd actually have to dig up from the street to find out where it's at, where the hole is. Then we wouldn't have the high electric bill water bill that we have. So watering a garden is not an option. Not even a drip line, because we can't, why would I want to add more water to, more of a bill to our water? Yeah. My 2 biggest pet peeves is for the American vets that are living on the street and for hungry children. That's my 2 biggest things. After that is Alzheimer's and anybody who's sick. Yeah, it's very expensive. You want to know how much my water bill was last month? $125 for a water bill. In Florida, I paid $48. He filled out all the paperwork for the VA, and he got a denial letter back saying that his problem was pre-existing and that his VA did not cover medical. Oh, no, you can't sell off any acres here. No, they're 4-acre lots with the house. You can't sell them in acres. And all my 4 acres is all double fenced in. Trust me, I don't have every answer out there, but I have done my homework. And I've been doing my homework for quite a while. Like I said, you guys just happened to get the I'm at my wit's end crying video. Yeah, I'm trying to get to Oklahoma. Trust me, I'll get $5 more an hour as a nurse there than I will here. Every avenue I can go after, and I don't try it once. I'm on them. I stay on them. You got to have a program to help with this. You got to have a program. I'm talking about 4 grandkids here, 4 underage children. I'm talking about an aging husband, 77 years old. Do not tell me you do not have a place that can help us out. You guys have to know me by now by my tone of voice. I don't give up easy. I am not a quitter. And yeah, Ramona and Michael, I make him No community gardens here. They outlawed that 3 years ago. Oops. That fell. Sorry. I did it. Yeah, Mel. I've been mad too. Like I said, I'm sorry, guys, that I fell apart and you had to listen to all that. I really am. You know, I didn't mean for any of that to happen. I'd had enough. I've been strong for a lot of years, you know. I've been through absolute HE double hockey stick and back, and I've still stood, you know, and I still would give you the shirt off my back. But I never expected to be in this position. I never did. And I'm not saying I never expected to be hungry or spend too much money, you know, years ago and pay for it. Okay, that's all normal stuff. I can handle all that. That's fine. You know, that's not a big deal. You can get through that stuff. That's life, and you learn. Okay, but whew, this I think just did me in worse than even some of the abuse I handled as a kid. I mean, it broke my heart worse. Yes, I know. Uh-oh. Quiet, Rachel. Oh, it's too funny. Anyways, for all you new people that joined, if you didn't hear me say it before, please, 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 please be careful if you're going to try the wild lettuce tincture if you're on any kind of pain or anti-anxiety medication. Please be very careful. Contact me first and let's go over your medication. Yeah, that which doesn't kill us makes us stronger. I should be granite by now. I hear you throwing stuff out there. Are you going to make some noise? Stay, Emma. I know you're there. I heard you. I'm not sure, Matt. I'd have to look that up. Wild lettuce could be devil's lettuce in your country. I'm not sure. Oh, Casey, I'm not awesome. I'm human. Oh, I don't know anything about it. See, I know nothing about it. Okay, Mike. But, you know, I would much rather them all these years have allowed marijuana than alcohol or getting people addicted to opiates. You know? Just think of all the people that would have been healed from cancers way back then with pot. Because they've already proven it's proven to kill certain cancers. They just can't control it. You know, they'd rather do what they're doing. And I've never been an advocate of smoking pot. When I grew up, I wanted nothing to do with that stuff. But when I found out the medicinal properties of it, 100% I'm in agreement. 100%. Get people off this stuff and put them on pot. If nothing else, let's just say the pot didn't work, okay? It didn't cure cancer. So a lot of people that would die not in as much pain if they were allowed to have it. And I'm not talking about their controlled marijuana, because my sister, when she was dying of cancer, said it did nothing. Thank you, Omega. And I'm glad you had such a good time with Claudia. I wish I could, Chev, but I'd go to jail here. I won't do anything illegal. But I make some really good tinctures that help a lot. Like I said, you know, that was my dream, guys, of getting started here and doing some of the live med chats, and then making some tinctures, and then maybe once a month, you know, sending out a free tincture to somebody. You know, just doing a random in a hat type thing and sending it out to somebody. And show you how to make it yourself. You start making it yourself, and you know, because I'm not going to keep the recipes and stuff to myself. I will share all of it. God gave it to me, I'll give it to you. It's nothing that I have that you can't have. I just have 30 years of studying it. It's not legal here. Arkansas is one place that they're even having a problem with medical marijuana. It's ridiculous. But I tried the CBD oil for my husband. It didn't work on him. Yeah, you're right, Barry. It is insane. Absolutely. Heal the people instead of killing them. They probably figure we have an overpopulation and want to get rid of a third of it, you know? I think the Bible said something like that. Oh, I don't drink alcohol either. I'm a horrible drunk. Excuse me. I know, Ramona, but we tried. I got the 500 and I got the 750. This was back then when I first started. And I tried 1 squirt 3 times a day, and then I tried 2 squirts 3 times a day on him, and then I tried 3 squirts 3 times a day on him, and nothing. He fell asleep, but he was still in a lot of pain. It did nothing and he was on it for 4 months, and it did nothing. I can't move up north, Claire, and I can't handle the cold weather. I was frostbitten when I was raised in Ohio. I need warm. Of course they are, Feisty. You probably do the same thing with marijuana that you do with wild lettuce. When you get wild lettuce down, it looks just like opium. But I really wish that they would allow it in all states. No, I make a tincture out of wild lettuce. Hello, Luis. Yes, absolutely. But see here, it's so illegal that if they catch you with it, you are deemed forevermore a drug addict. You know? It's horrible the stigma they attach to it here in Arkansas. I mean, I know more people in Florida and Ohio that smoked pot than here, and people that smoke pot here go to jail for a whatever they call that little tiny piece in their cars. You're not worthless anything, Mel. That whippoorwill's on a timer. It is stupid. It's ridiculous. Like they should have other better things to do than chase after people that have a little butt in their vehicles. It's just dumb. Exactly, Barry. My son has been to jail so many times I can't shake my... I mean, I just, I can't believe it. And every single time, the only reason that boy's ever gone to jail for being $200 over on his child support. That's it. Every single time. And the police around here treat him like he has mass murdered somebody. 3 or 4 cars at a time, you know, talk to him. Oh, you're a child neglector, huh? I mean, you would not believe how they treat that boy here. And this is beautiful Arkansas. This place stinks. It's horrible. I want out. I just need to find, like I said, I need to find somebody that we can get the material from. And like I said, if any of you out there know somebody that has a company that makes T-shirts or something, if they literally, you know, they order the material, they make them right there, tell me, let me talk to them. I'll offer them part of the company and or profits, and I just need to get these out there. If they weren't so good, according to everybody who's worn them, I wouldn't be trying so hard. But I know God gave me this. He gave this to me as God is my witness. He gave this to me in a dream. I woke up the next day and created it. Oh yeah, he went to jail for child support, $200 worth. What was that? What was that? There's so many clothing companies, but no one right now will talk to me. It's got to be somebody that knows somebody. No, I think it did sound like a tree snap, like somebody pulled a tree branch down. Yeah, most of them, Claire, so far that I've talked to, I heard that too. Most of them that I've talked to go through Germany or go through other countries to go through and get their stuff made in China. That's what I'm saying. You guys hear that out there? Hello? Come on, babies. Come talk to me. Thank you for showing yourself to me. Are you going to talk? No, Cajun, they don't give me any problems. They like to hide. They like to throw things, nothing big, little teeny pebble type stuff. They never throw something big. You know, you know how many people I put to sleep, Barry? Yeah, I know people that are $10,000, $20,000. I mean, we're talking deadbeat dads, right? Yes, they do, Cajun. But, and they are deadbeat dads. They have no intention ever of paying child support. My son pays child support and misses it once in a while when they are broke. And as soon as it hits $200, they come to the house and pick him up, handcuff him, treat him like garbage, throw him in jail, and they make sure he stays there at least 10 hours before I can get him out. And they are snotty and arrogant, and they hate him, and I don't know why. I mean, probably because he looks like he'd tear them all apart, but, you know, I mean, it's nothing he's done that's so horribly wrong that he belongs in jail. And every time they throw him in jail, they charge $275 as a fee on top of what he owes. It's just ridiculous here. It's so ridiculous here. Yep, 10 ways are wrong. Another reason to get out, because you know what the officer that I talked to said in Oklahoma? He said, you move 50 miles away from the border, and he said, and they will never, ever extradite him back. Especially not for $200 in child support. Chef. Yeah. My ex never paid a dime in child support and never spent a day in jail. Never. Yep. Now he owes the state $2,000 in fees, and they won't give him back his driver's license because of it. But as of, what was it, last month before the bottom dropped out, he was caught up. But yet they wouldn't give him his driver's license because of those fees. They take every income tax check that boy gets. My son gave up his parental rights. He still has to pay. As God is my witness. And we have never seen that child, ever. Yeah, this is Arkansas. And she got married, and her and her husband make over $1,000 a week, and she still takes him to jail. She could stop it immediately, and she won't. Excuse me? Bubba? What are you doing? My son just walked up behind me, scared the living daylights out of me. Woohoo! Chev, are you telling me I'm putting you to sleep? You come on here just so I can talk, just so you can go to sleep? You're so bad. You're so bad. Laugh it up, you guys. Think that's funny, huh? Ooh, it got quiet out there. Cricket stopped. Alright, I'll keep talking. You go to sleep, Chev. If you wake up with the foam burning your stomach, it's not my fault. I'm not singing. It's not going to happen. If I sing Rockabye Baby, he will go to sleep. What? Feisty, your mom was shooting at him? Shooting the air? Wow. I guess it's different if you have some serious aggression, I guess it's different. I just haven't had any. They try to get in? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Matt. Me too, hon. You know what it took for me to cry on here? I tried so hard not to cry. I just wanted to talk. I just wanted to talk and I just lost it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's horrible if they try to get in your house, Feisty. That is really horrible. They shouldn't do that. You cried? Oh my gosh, Matt, don't tell me that. You'll make me cry. Well, thank you, Chev. I don't mind putting people to sleep. Oh, you guys aren't bugging me. I heard that again. Whoa. What is that? They are close again. I made you cry too, Chev? Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna make me cry. Don't say that. I didn't mean to, I promise. I just feel so close to you guys that I actually just opened up and showed you my heart and my... I don't... I just don't do things like that. That tells you how much I care about all you guys. For me to... You don't know me, You just don't know me. I've been silent for many years. I spend my time talking to the Lord when I have problems. And if I cry in secret. Oh, did you read those comments, Chev? I shed tears. I shed tears just reading that. Yes, Martha, you did. It's a good thing my phone's not allowed to be on. I can only turn it on when I take a break because, it was blowing up. But yeah, Chev, if you guys haven't gone back and read some of the other comments that people have made on that video, I'm telling you, it was incredible. It was incredible. Oh, you guys are gonna kill me. You guys are gonna make me feel bad. Yeah, but Brown's in California and Brown smokes pot. There ain't no way he could live here. He'd be in jail every day. Yeah, like I said, Nita, I can't eat this late at night. I'll eat in the morning when I get up, but I can't. It's just too late for me to eat. I didn't get home till late, and if I eat with my stomach, I'll be throwing up all night. So let's not discuss my stomach. It's not because I'm hungry. Well, it's not because I don't have food. Okay, let's put it that way. I'm hungry, but it's too late for me to eat. Yep, Brown will be the jailbird here. We'll all have to get him out of jail every single day. No, this isn't 40 acres here. This is only 4. Yeah, I know my neighbors behind me all smoke pot. I know they do. You can smell it wafting through the air sometimes. No, I can't eat anything, and I can't eat bread. So I can't eat anything before I go to bed. I have to go to bed on an empty stomach with my stomach medicine in it. And then tomorrow when I get up, I'll take my stomach medicine, drink my water, and then wait about an hour, and then I can eat. No, Ramona, they don't know what's wrong with my stomach. I know I do have GERD from when they kept doing those EGDs to find what was wrong with my stomach, but they wrecked that pyloric sphincter, that one that goes from your esophagus to your stomach. They wrecked that by doing that the going down and looking at my stomach. So now I do have GERD, but that's not what causes me to not be able to eat at night. I will actually throw up if I eat anything before I go to bed. So, changing the subject, how is everybody tonight? Yes, the more they do the EGDs, the more your GERD is going to amplify. But you need cayenne pepper. It'll fix it. Awesome. That's good to hear. Nope, no diverticulitis. But you take 1 capsule of 40,000 heat units of cayenne pepper 3 times a day and you'll get rid of your GERD. That and slippery elm. Skin cancers. Michael, you should have contacted me. What is that noise? Hold on. The GoTro stuff that's going on? I like the fact that they put that video up there that really makes things change. It changed it a lot. Okay, Matt. Why would you want to scare yourself? Yes, absolutely. What is my website? I don't have a website. I have the YouTube channel, hun, but my website is Peekaboo Scrubs, but it's not up yet. In Lion's Mane, yes, the UK, Germany, and Israel are all working with Lion's Mane because they have collectively found out that it actually breaks the plaque that's in people's brains, which is responsible for Alzheimer's. I heard a pop. Did you hear that mouth pop? And trust me, Rachel, I still have my coffee. My cigarettes have cut down absolutely 100% positively next to nothing, but I have my coffee. This coffee that I drink is the only thing that calms my stomach. Everybody sing happy birthday to Matt's granddaughter. Happy birthday to you. That's so cute. What is that I'm hearing? Are you guys hearing that out there? What is that? No, not the cricket chatter. Silly egg. It's a hum sound. Can you not hear it? Well, what is that? Music. You mean cricket music? Oh, Heidi, that's a pretty name. Happy birthday, Heidi. There's no music. Everybody's in bed. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's a humming. That's what I hear. It's a humming noise. But I can't figure out where it's coming from. Well, thank you, Cajun. And thank you for joining us. This is a crazy group, but we all love each other. Hi, Frost Dude. Welcome. Yes, I do. Remember for a long time, Cher, we kept seeing a little eye shine in that one area? He would come and go and come and go and come and go. That's the same spot as that tree is. And that other night, he actually stood out. I know it has to be a he. I didn't see any breasts or anything, but he was gray-chested. I could tell there was dark around it, but the chest was kind of a grayish color. Good night, Rachel. Sweet dreams, hon. That sounded like a cat whistle, didn't it? I take one day at a time, Frost Dude. I take one day at a time. And a lot of people have helped me out. And let me tell you, if you read some of the responses on my video, it'll make you cry. I mean, people have poured out their heart, and I'm just so humbled. It's incredible. Oh my goodness, awesome. You gotta take pictures, Matt. Oh, okay. Okay, Rach. Yeah, I whistle anyway. It doesn't matter. Whatever happens, happens, Brown. Yeah, I want pictures, Matt. Do a video of her. If Mama will allow it. You guys want to hear something really horrible? I mean, this is really horrible. We have people here in the United States that are starving, right? We have vets that are on the street, homeless. And this politician got fired from the Trump administration and started a GoFundMe account. And within 48 hours, he had $1.4 million. What the heck? Can you believe that? That is so sick, it makes me mad. That's disgusting. Because he was now fired from the government, so he didn't have a job. So he started a GoFundMe, and that's what they gave him. I was like, are you kidding me? There's people begging out there for $10,000 to help their babies have a surgery, and people, they can't even meet 200. Yep, we all meet the same maker. I don't want to be standing behind him when he does. Sorry, I didn't say that. I'm sorry. I apologize. That was mean. I'm sorry. Shame on me. Yeah, did you read that, Michael? Can you believe how much money he got in less than 24 hours? It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I am appalled that they would let a baby go hungry or somebody who defended our country live on the street with nothing. Yet they'll give a politician that kind of money to do what? To pay for his multi-million-dollar house? Ooh, just infuriates me. If he was a man, any kind of a man with a heart, he could have. Frost Dude, thank you very much for your service. I humbly thank you. Hi, Rietta. Yep, shame on him. And I'm not saying that because, of my situation. I'm saying that because of the injustice to those that are in need, those babies that need surgeries. They can't get a couple $100 because all their families have put every dime of their money into saving that baby's life, but yet they can turn around to a politician and fatten his bank account? That's disgusting. Shame on him and shame on the rest of them. But Frost, if you need anything, you tell me. If I can help at all with anything, you let me know. We're not looking at anything. I'm just, this is where I usually see the big guys, or not usually see them, but I interact with them. Exactly, Belle. Did you hear that? Well, I'm a naturopath, so if you ever get sick, yes, Chev, they can't be wrong. If I'm a naturopath, so if you ever need any help, if you're sick or you want to get off medications or anything like that, I can help you. I can try to help you. I've been studying naturopathic medicine for 30 years, and I help people get off of certain medications. You can contact me at my email address, which is ddjs2000@cox.net, or you can reach me on Messenger as dsims, DEESIMS, and I have the picture of the wolf. You could be, but I'm not shutting up feisty, so I'm not hearing nothing. Sorry. Yeah, that's awesome, Frost. I'm a caregiver too, and I love it. Yeah, they do put metals in your body, but Chev, you just need to call me. You keep telling me you're going to call me, but you don't call me. So you need to call me, and we need to talk. Like Kevin was supposed to call me, he didn't either. Silly out the window. Yes, I'm silly out the window. But at least I'm not crying tonight, am I? Oops, I almost knocked down the phone. Okay, Ramona, will do. Both, Frost. What is her name? This is a prayer group too, Frost. We pray together. I mean, we will all pray. Sandy. Okay. You should have, well, I was at work anyway, but I'm not working tomorrow, so call me tomorrow. Why, what's in Little Rock? Is that where she's at? Okay. You and me both share. It's a good thing I'm not typing. Well, I'm part Native American too, so I mean, I'm not very much, but I've got enough. But I know, you just combine them all. I hear a plane. Hello? Anybody out there? Let's look around, see if we can find anything. Did I just see eye shine? It disappeared. You danced for me last night? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very sincerely, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I think I saw eye shine over there, but it disappeared, didn't it? That, see? What's that? Disappearing. There's no leaves there. Hello? I saw you. Where are you? See, now it's gone. Yeah, that's on the other side of my truck. It's on the back side of my truck. So it's not right in front now. It's over hiding by my truck. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, I remember those bouncing balls, Claire. Yep, I can hold my own too. It just seems like sometimes when we get to talking on the phone that we've been talking together forever. We've known each other such a long time, and time just flies. You know, you think you've been talking maybe 15, 20, 30 minutes, and it's been 2 hours. It's just freaky. No, you didn't, Chev. Is he okay? There's something else thrown. Yep. Yep, something thrown. If I ignore them too long, they'll throw something. You know what that noise is, guys? That humming noise? That is my dog snoring downstairs. That's my dog. That's too funny. Bye, Cajun. Thank you for stopping by. Welcome to the crazy group. Yeah, I know. I talked to him about, I texted him and he said that he did have his girl, so I was so happy. I got to get him down here because I got to check his legs. I know he's not going to tell me the truth. I want to make sure they don't get infected again. Well, you fit right in. The only thing I don't allow, Cajun, is crude, rude, or swearing, okay? No, I'll never judge you here. We just don't do that here. Oh, cool. That's awesome, Chev. And I'm glad you got to go with Jeffrey, Claire. I can't wait to get back out there. Why are you so embarrassed? Egg's sleeping. He's been sleeping for hours. Yeah, we all feel like we know Matt. Why are you taping your mouth shut? Claire. Oh, no. Matt, you are not. Knock it off. Remember, we saw your video. You can't lie to us. Don't worry about it, Claire. Somebody's phone's ringing.
Turn that alarm off.
Smack somebody. Yeah, I don't like videos of myself. Ouch. I just never have. If I do, I'll just stick my tongue out and say, like, don't look at me. I hear movement. You guys hearing that? Matt's silly. But we love him. Aishi Steima. You're beautiful. You know you can trust me. Oh yeah, Anita. I'll send you the link with he was with Andrew, I think, and they did a live chat together. That way you get to see him. He was all bare chested, you know. You're fine, bro. You're brown. Everybody loves your videos. You know, your orbs. Don't you dare tell me to shut up, Matt. We support each other on this channel. I don't care if you only have 3 videos. We'll support you. It's just my phone, Frost. Why is it too loud? I'm sorry, I have a big mouth. Yeah, this is just my iPhone. And I had to use Streamlabs because I don't have 1,000 subs yet. on YouTube, or otherwise I'll go back to YouTube. Because Streamlabs has all this writing stuff all over it. I see a quarter of my screen. And Christy's sending me the Cat in the Hat books. I should get them by tomorrow. And so sometime this weekend, I'm going to sit out here and read the books, and let's see what happens. Come on, I know you guys can do better than that. Come on. It's okay. Yeah, it has better sounds, but I can't see anything on my screen. It is all completely covered. I've got a tiny little area that I can see if I'm looking through my screen. I actually have to look away from you guys and look outside if I want to see anything. No, if I sing to you guys will all die. I can't carry a note. But I can read to you and put you to sleep. When I finish my book, I promise I'll read you my book, and that'll put you guys to sleep. They don't care, Claire, but I do. Oh, I heard that. That was a grunt. Did you hear that? That was pretty close. Are you back? Ooh, I know you guys are hearing that. Thank you for letting me see you. See, no harm. There's no harm. You're safe here. Stay, Ima. Are you going to tell me your name? Oh my. Let me see if this eye shines back. Let me see if I can see that. There it is again. Look at him hiding. Look at him hiding. Ooh, he's not hiding now. There. Ooh, it's clear. Check it out. Oh, now he went away. Come on, you don't have to hide. It's okay. It's okay. See, he disappeared. I am not going outside. Claire, you need to stop that. I am not going outside. I really want to sleep out there, though. But all my sleeping bags are up in the property. Did you hear that? Did you guys hear that? What was that? Tell me you heard that. That was not my stomach. Matt, you're not 4 foot. Knock it off. You tell so many stories. Oh my goodness. Now, Barry's telling stories. Well, I have to stay warm in the sleeping bags. Doesn't mean I have to sleep. You're a good girl, Rach. Someone needs to teach me how to use a camera. I am all over the place with that stupid camera. I am just so excited when I get out there. I can't help myself. I'm just running along. I don't have the patience to sit there and scan. I'd go crazy. Did you hear that whistle back? Shh, you guys be quiet. Shh, listen. Hi, Pamela. You guys are so bad. Matt, hush. Come on, babies. Whippoorwill. It got really quiet out there. Let me see if he's still looking. Nope. Oh, yep, there he is. Let's see if he's still watching. I see you. I see you. Oh, he's not this. Oh, you little brat. Come back here. There. Come back here. Where are you? I heard that. Claire. What am I going to do with you? You're as bad as the boys. How you doing, Miss Pamela? You raised 4 boys? Or comedians? Or both? Well, it's 3:21. We have a half an hour, guys. I just need to learn how to use the camera. I mean, I got a really cheap camera, but I mean, I could if I was slower. I heard you. If I was slower, I'd probably do better. I'm not very good at that zoom stuff. Belle, you would not believe how many really good seeds I have to make an awesome garden, and I've got everything. I just if it dries out, I lose all of them. So I was kind of saving them for when I got to the property, so I could build an above ground, or potted garden. I just didn't want to waste them here because when it gets hot, it gets really hot, and we get drought, and they'll all get destroyed. And I just don't want to waste the seeds because they're all non-GMO, really from a really good place that uses no pesticides or nothing. He's in California, or not? Yeah, here I go again. It's 3:23 here. Michael, what kind of question is that? Yeah, I like organic non-GMOs, and it takes me a while to find a reputable company to get them. But I've got all the stuff to till my garden, to have a good garden. I just got to worry about the water. Don't be making fun of me. Hey, I bounced, okay? Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Or that movie Land Before Time. I flied? No, you falled. Oh, you guys make my day. Look at me, I'm smiling again. I laughed too. Oh my gosh. I laughed too when I fell. Lizzie and I both did. I was like, whatever. Can't collect water barrels if you don't have barrels. Stupid bear. Yep, I bounce like Tigger. T-I double gur. Yeah, they really are hard to find. And I know, because even around here, the people that say that they're organic, they're not organic. I watch what they put in their stuff. They're not organic. What they consider organic is they used all the pesticides in the beginning, when they grew their seeds, but they sprayed them with soap water. You know, they didn't spray them with pesticides. But it's all on the ground. There's no diatomaceous earth in it. You need to find the companies that actually have the diatomaceous earth in the earth. And don't use a lot of their stuff. Well, Rachel, that's a great idea, but here it's kind of not allowed, number one. And two, the barrels here that they sell for rain collection are like $45 a piece. Good night, Frost. Thank you for joining us. We only have like 15-20 minutes left. At 4 o'clock it gets light, and then, or my son and his wife leave to go to work, and then they go away, so. Yeah, I wanted to put 4 barrels on the outside skirts of my garden and just let the rain collect and drip out, but we couldn't afford the barrels. Good night, Michael. Have fun. Thank you for coming by. And good night, Frost. Oh, I'm getting cold. Hear my teeth chatter. Right, exactly. Good night, Michael. Good night, Frost. I'm going to get ready to go, too. It's weird how they know when my son's coming out. I wish I had something, Rachel, to collect it in. Anything. I just don't have anything. Yeah, they know the routine. Good night, Matt. Time to make the biscuits. All right, guys. Again, thank you very much. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all the help, the support, the beautiful, beautiful, heartfelt comments. And I will try to keep you informed, but not very much. And good night, all. Love ya. Booger hugs. Be good to each other. And remember, forgiveness is given, not earned. Okay? Good night. God bless. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.